Hi friends, and welcome to this segment of CritiCall Prep and Practice. Today we're going to be looking at the online version of the CritiCall test. So many of you, especially post-pandemic, have probably been invited to online versions of the CritiCall test. So there is an online version, it's called Test Genius, but it's the CritiCall test on an online platform. Now there's two main things I'd like you to consider when you're looking at taking this. One is your setup, and two is cheating. And I'd like to address both of those with you right now. So, your setup. You're going to do this in the comfort of your own home. In some cases, they're going to give you appointment times for these online exams, or otherwise they might give you a window of time that you can complete the exam in. Now, if you choose a window of time, please be careful that you are selecting a time that you are in the right headspace, so you have a good sleep, you're fresh maybe in the morning, as well as the place that you're going to write it is going to be quiet and undisturbed, have a good internet connection, and just be a stable, quiet environment. Now, as you set up for your test, I really recommend having zero distractions and zero potential distractions. So you want to make sure that there is no chance that somebody is going to walk in the room and disrupt you while you're in the middle of this very important test. You want to make sure that your keyboard and computer is set up in a really ergonomic way so that you can type quickly and respond quickly. I've seen people try to do this, with a laptop curled up on a couch. Not ideal. Make sure that you're sitting at the kitchen table or preferably a desk. Something else to consider is cheating. Now, I wish I didn't have to say this, but the second thing I need to address is cheating. I have a lot of candidates ask me about cheating on this test and what sort of regulations are in place to ensure that the integrity of the CritiCall test is maintained in an online platform. And so there's actually a few. Some of them might be transparent to you, and other ones might be in places that you're not aware of. So I would like to make everybody aware of the regulations in place for cheating. First of all, I don't recommend cheating ever, obviously. And secondly, cheating at the CritiCall test is ultimately going to cheat you at the job because it is a test of your skill set, and if you don't have that skill set, then you probably shouldn't be in a control center, and you might end up being unsuccessful in those first few weeks anyway. However, let me tell you what they do have in place. So the CritiCall test itself doesn't have regulations attached to it. So there is no test regulation software attached to it. However, each and every agency can find out ways to regulate their own testing. One of those ways is they do use software that's meant to be anti-cheating software. It can use cameras, for example, to watch you. It can watch your eye movement to make sure that you're not looking off of the screen or off of the page. There is software that's downloadable that disables you from opening up browser windows or right-clicking on anything. So that type of software is available. Another thing I've seen done is sometimes they'll have you log into a Zoom call or a video conference platform with an instructor or an invigilator of the exam, and then you'll be doing it, and they'll also be watching you through a Zoom cam to make sure that you are, not cheating or having extra help or using any other devices or anything like that. And then there are some additional methods that people are using after the fact. So after you write your CritiCall test, some agencies are having candidates come in for a second round of sort of a condensed CritiCall test, just to make sure it was you. So if you passed it the first time, can you pass it again a second time, or at least an abbreviated version? And additionally, some agencies, and this isn't definitely not across the board, but some agencies already use lie detector tests for candidates for police jobs in particular, so police dispatch or 911 dispatch. So if your agency already uses a lie detector test for their candidate selection process, they can feel free to add in a question like, did you cheat on any part of the testing? Did you adhere to all, integrity policies in your testing? So they can ask you if you were truthful about how you took your online testing. So be aware that any or all of those things could come up in your online CritiCall test. And again, at 901professor.com, we offer lots of different practice testing options and things depending on your timeline and your budget. So come check it out. We are here to help. We have a couple of free sample tests as well, and you can see what you're up against. Best wishes on your CritiCall test and your future career. Please subscribe. We'll see you next time.